So a nice treat for you today. We're going to start today's sequence lying down on our backs. So taking yourself nice and slowly down onto your back in whichever way it feels comfortable for you. Bringing your arms down by your side, your palms to face upwards. Bring the feet a wee bit closer to the bottom. Take the feet a little wider apart than maybe feels natural, and then just let the knees drop in against each other. So this might just feel nicer on your lower back. Of course, if you prefer, you can keep that gap between the knees. So taking a moment just to allow ourselves to arrive on our mats today. Closing the eyes. Finding that stillness. Leaving everything that's happened today to one side. And giving yourself permission to give this next 30 minutes of our yoga practice all to yourself. So just nice and slowly bringing one knee at a time into the chest until both knees are into the chest, and you can give them a nice little squeeze to the body. Nice stretch down the back of the body. Maybe just a little bit of a rock side to side, or little circles if you wish. Just easing out the back of the body, the lower back. Little tiny massage. Making sure you move your circles in both directions if you're moving. If you're holding the knees tight to the chest, make sure you keep the breath steady and the shoulders nice and relaxed. So slowly taking the feet down onto the floor, taking the arms out wide to the side or into cactus arms, whichever suits you best. So from here, wherever the feet have landed, you're going to exhale, take the knees down to the right-hand side. Just starting to wake up the lower back. Inhale, bring the knees back to center. And exhale, take the knees down to the left-hand side. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, down to the right. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, down to the left. So keep that movement going with your breath. Everybody's breathing rate is different. So on your inhale, bring your knees to center. And on your exhale, you drop the knees gently down to the side. So trying to keep the shoulder blades in contact with the floor. Noticing where you feel this stretch, where you feel this movement. And just keeping that breath and that movement as one. So when you finish the one that you're on now, bring the knees gently back to center. And again, one knee at a time, bringing the knees into the chest and giving them a nice little squeeze to the body. Taking the feet down onto the floor again, just rolling yourself over onto your right-hand side, and then slowly coming up, and we're going to come onto all fours to come into our cat-cow. So from here, you're taking your wrists underneath the shoulders, the knees underneath the hips. As you inhale, dropping the belly towards the floor, lifting the heart into cow. Exhale, round the spine to the sky into cat. Push the mat away from you. Inhale again into cow. And exhale into cat. Inhale into cow once more. This time as you exhale, tuck the toes under and lift your sit bones to the sky for downward facing. So, as always, taking a little bit of movement here again, just easing out through the backs of the legs, the calves, the hamstrings. Nice bit of movement. Be really free and intuitive with the movement, moving how it feels good for you. Then find some stillness. As you exhale, bring the knees down onto the floor and inhale into cow. Exhale into cat. Inhale into cow. And exhale, downward facing. So as you take your next inhale, take your gaze between the hands, step both feet towards the top of the mat for extended flat back. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, rise tall to mountain pose. Lovely, well done. So from here, we're going to come into some sun salutes. So coming to the top of your mat, bringing the hands to heart center, taking the feet hip width apart. You're going to take a nice big inhale, rise tall, extended mountain, and exhale all the way down into forward fold. Inhale, extended flat back. Exhale, hands to the mat. You're going to lunge your left leg back behind you. Drop the left knee down to the floor and sweep the arms up as you inhale. So soften down through the shoulders, reach the fingers up to the sky. Sink down into those legs. If it feels pinchy on the lower back, you can just lean forward slightly, still keeping those biceps, so the front of the top of the muscle by the ears. Framing the front foot. Tuck your back toe under and sweep your right leg back into your plank of choice, so down to the knees or on the toes. As you exhale, lower the chest to the floor. Inhale into cobra. And exhale into downward facing. Inhale, lunge your left foot through between the hands. If it doesn't quite get there, just grab hold of the back of the left heel and gently guide it through. Drop your right knee down onto the floor and again, sweep the arms up as you inhale. So finding that place which feels most comfortable for you. Frame the front foot as you exhale. Tuck the back toes under, bring both feet towards the top of the mat for extended flat back. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, tall to extended mountain. Lowering the hands to heart center. Again, inhale, rise tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extended flat back. Exhale, hands to the mat, lunging your right leg back behind you. Drop the right knee to the floor and sweep the arms to the sky. Exhale, frame the front foot. Sweep your left leg back into plank of your choice. Inhale at the top and lower the chest to the floor, exhale. Inhale into cobra. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, bring your right foot through between the hands. Again, if it doesn't quite make it, grab hold of the back of the right heel and guide it through. Drop your left knee to the floor and sweep the arms up to the sky. Frame the front foot as you exhale. Bring both feet towards the top of the mat for extended flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise tall, extended mountain. And lower the hands down to heart center. Lovely, well done. So we're going to come into warrior two. So you're going to take a nice wide stance with the legs, about 1 meter to 1.5 meters apart. Turn your left toes to face the top of the mat. And then your right toes, you're just turning maybe about 20 degrees to face the long edge of your mat. So if you look down to the feet, just lining up the front heel with the back heel, just roughly. So from here, you're going to take the arms nice and wide, soften through the shoulders. We don't want it all hunched up. We want lots of lovely space. And then from here, you're going to bend your left knee and come into your warrior two. So adjust your feet accordingly, relax through the shoulders and reaching through both sets of fingers. You might want to take a little look back at the back hand. Sometimes you have a tendency to drop the back arm a wee bit lower, but see if you can get them about the same height. You're looking over this middle left finger. We're going to hold here. So press down firmly into the feet. If you think about the right foot, the back foot, you're pressing into the outside edge, so the little toe edge of the right foot. Keep breathing, nice and steady. In through the nose and out through the nose with the breath as best you can. Noticing where your feet are, how the feet feel on the mat and how your weight is distributed through the feet. Good, so from here, let's come into reverse warrior. So take a little break with the legs if you want to. Take a little straighten through this leg and let the arms rest if you wish. Then when you're ready, take the arms back again, bend into that left knee, sorry, and then coming into your reverse warrior. So you slide your right hand down the right leg, the legs stay the same, and you're bringing this left hand up towards the sky. You can take the left arm over the top of the head if you wish, and looking just up to the sky, to the elbow, or straight ahead if you prefer. So stay strong through those legs. If you think about your left knee in any of the warrior poses, you're trying to bring the left knee and head it towards the left little toe. Good, from here, coming all the way over to side angle pose. So left elbow to the left knee, turn the chest to face towards the long edge of your mat, and then lift the right arm up to the sky, over the top of the head, and again, sink into those legs. You can, if you wish, keep the right hand on the right hip, or you can bring the arm over the top of the head. Keep breathing, nice, deep, steady breath. Strong through the feet. Press down into the feet as you come back up to warrior two. Then straighten up through the left leg. You're going to turn the left toes to face the long edge of the mat. Bring the hands to the hips, and we're going to come into a wide leg forward fold. So you can angle the toes in ever so slightly towards each other. Little bend in the knees if you wish. Hands onto the hips. Take an inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold into your wide leg forward fold. Bring the hands down onto the floor. The crown of the head's towards the floor, so you're looking behind you and you're just taking lovely deep breaths into the back of the body. So whilst you're here, notice again the weight distribution through the feet. So can you feel the mound underneath the big toe, the mound underneath the little toe, and the point in the center of the heel all connecting to your mat? So taking a bend in the knees, bringing the hands to the hips, press down firmly into the feet as you rise yourself back out of your wide leg forward fold. Lovely. So let's set ourselves up for warriors on the other side. So turn your right toes to face the back of your mat and line the feet up again. So the front heel is in line with the back heel. That back foot is turned about 20 degrees. You're going to take a nice wide arms. you are going to take a nice big inhale, soften the shoulders, and as you exhale, sink into that front leg. So keep pressing down into the feet. Think about this right knee heading towards the right little toes. Have you checked your arms? Are they the same height? And then just taking a little look over the right shoulder, the right finger, middle finger. Keep breathing. Keep pressing into the feet. Nice and strong, nice and firm. In through the nose, out through the nose. So take a little rest with the legs, straightening up through the legs, resting the arms if you wish. And when you feel ready, coming into your reverse warrior. So taking your right arm up to the sky, sliding the left hand down the left leg, and looking up to the right elbow, maybe to the right hand, or just looking straight ahead. Keep those legs strong. Keep the right knee heading towards the right little toe. Nice deep breaths in and out through the nose. And then exhale, come all the way over to side angle pose. Right elbow, right knee, left arm over the top of the head, so the biceps next to the ear. Sink down into those legs. If you want to, you can keep that left hand on the left hip instead. Keep breathing, firm through the feet, turning the body to open up to the long edge of the mat. So again, press down firmly into the feet, take the arms wide for warrior two. Windmill the hands around, frame the right foot. Sweep your pivot on the toes, so the toes are all facing the back of your mat, and then sweep your right foot back into your plank position. We're going to take the knees nice and wide onto the mat, big toes together, come back into child's pose just for a breather. So nice and soft in your child's pose. Letting the elbows just sink down towards the floor, letting the head become heavy on the floor. Nice deep breaths into the back of the body. Good inhale, gaze between the hands, come up onto all fours, tuck the toes under, downward facing. Walk or step your feet towards the top of the mat, lifting into extended flat back. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, rise tall, extended mountain. Lowering the hands to heart center. Good. So coming back again into warrior two with your left foot at the top of the mat. So we're going to try something a little bit different this time. So same postures, warrior two, reverse warrior, side angle pose. But we're going to move through them one breath, one movement. So you're just going to keep the breath nice and steady, moving as you breathe. So making sure that your heels again are in line with each other. Your back foot's facing about 20 degrees, and your left toes are facing the top of the mat. Inhale, open the arms nice and wide, soften through the shoulders, look over that middle left finger. So from here, you're going to exhale, sink down into warrior two. Inhale into reverse warrior, right hand down the back leg. And then exhale, come all the way over to side angle pose, left elbow, left knee. Inhale again back to warrior two. Exhale, reverse warrior. All the way over to side angle pose. Coming back into warrior two, one breath, one movement. Reverse warrior. Extended side angle pose. And then back to warrior two. Straighten up through the legs. Turn the left toes to face the long edge of the mat, the right toes to face the back of the mat. Check how the feet are lined up. Make sure that feels comfortable for you. Open the arms wide. Inhale here. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, side angle pose. Exhale, warrior two. Back to reverse warrior. And over to side angle pose. Lovely. Come back to warrior two again. Straighten up through the legs. Turn your toes to face the long edge of the mat. Heel toe the feet back towards each other. Bring the hands to heart center. Lovely. Well done. Come back to the top of your mat again once more. Hands to heart center. Nice big inhale, rise tall, extended mountain. Exhale into forward fold. Inhale, extended flat back. Exhale, hands to the mat. You're going to lunge your left leg back behind you. Drop the left knee down to the floor and sweep the arms up as you inhale. Exhale, frame the front foot. Sweep your right leg back into your plank of choice. And then on your exhale, lower the chest to the floor. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, lunge your left foot through between the hands. Drop the right knee to the floor and sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, frame the front foot. Bring both feet slowly towards the top of the mat for extended flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, tall extended mountain. And lower the hands to heart center. Lovely, well done. So maybe a little bit of a challenge here for this next posture, which is warrior three. Warrior three is a balance. So go carefully, stay within your own limits. By all means, hold on to a wall, grab a chair, something you can hold on to if you wish. So we're going to start in mountain pose. So you want to come probably maybe halfway in the center of your mat, maybe. So from here, holding on if you wish, you're going to get your right foot connected to the mat. So really think about that connection between the foot and the mat. Then from here, you're going to lift your left knee, not very high. And then as you exhale, you're going to extend that left leg back behind you. And at the same time, bring your torso so it's parallel to the floor. Now, you don't need to lift that left leg if you don't want to. You can keep that left toe on the floor, hands to heart center, and again, bringing the torso nearly parallel to the mat. So important to take warrior three to where it feels good for you. Think about your hips and your torso being square to the mat. The hands can be at heart center, hands to the hips, or maybe you want to take the hands behind you. If not, you can just hold on to something ahead of you if you prefer. So from here, you're going to bring that left foot back to meet the right one and bring the hands to heart center. Lovely warrior three. So let's switch sides. So again, taking that time just to get that left foot connected to the mat. And when you feel ready, and remember it might be different from side to side and that's okay, you're going to bring hands to heart center, lift the right knee up off the floor, and then slowly take that right foot behind you. So again, torso, hips square to the floor. Pull the shoulder blades down the back. Lengthen through the top of the head. Press back through the right heel or maybe the right toes, whether you want to point the toes or flex the foot. And keep breathing. Holding on if you wish, and not even lifting the foot if you don't want to. So from wherever you are now, bringing the feet back together and bringing the hands to heart center. Should we do one more? We'll do one more. Okay, so right foot grounded, hands to heart center or holding on. Lifting the left knee ever so slightly, and then as you exhale, drive back through that left foot. Bring the torso and the hips square to the mat. Keep breathing, keep smiling. Bringing the feet slowly back together. Let's take the same the other side. Left foot grounded. Lift the right foot up off the floor. As you exhale, drive that right leg back into your warrior three. Torso and hips square to the mat. Hands to heart center, to the hips, or take them behind you if you wish. And then gently bringing the feet back together and the hands to heart center. Brilliant, well done. Okay, let's take ourselves slowly down onto the mat. So just make your own way down onto your bottom and onto your mat. So bringing the feet in front, feet flat onto the floor, and your knees bent up. So from here, as always, to end, we're going to take ourselves all the way down onto our backs. So you're going to lift the arms as you inhale, and then slowly, slowly start to take yourself down onto your back. Remember, you can hold on to the backs of the legs if you wish, or take yourself down to the mat in a way that feels safe and comfortable for you. So bring the feet a little closer to the bottom so the lower back can soften into the floor. Nice slow deep breaths here. So before we head to our Shavasana today, we're going to come into legs up the wall pose. There's lots of ways you can do this pose. If you have got a wall nearby, then by all means use your wall. If you haven't got a wall, you're going to bring the knees into the chest and you're simply going to extend the legs up into the sky. If you have got a wall nearby, bring your hips close to the wall and then spin yourself around, and you're literally just resting your legs up the wall and the arms out to the side. It is a beautifully calming posture in my mind. It doesn't suit everyone, of course. If you don't have a wall nearby, take the arms out wide, and you can make this posture a little softer if you want to. So you can just take a bend in the knees, so the legs come closer to the chest. You can hold just for a few breaths and then bring the legs back down. Try, if you can, to keep the ankles above the hips. And then, whether you're using the wall or not, just try and soften through the upper body. So try and soften through the shoulders, the neck and the face. You can think about gently pressing the lower back towards the floor. Close the eyes. And keep the breath nice and steady. So this is great for your legs. Letting everything flow in the opposite direction just for a bit. A little bit of a workout on the tummy as well. Nice steady breath. So if you want to, you can stay here for your relaxation, especially if the legs are actually resting on the wall. Otherwise, we're going to come into our Shavasana nice and slowly. So gently bring the knees down into the chest. Wrap the arms around the shins and just take a moment for the legs to feel a bit more normal again. You can feel a bit funny in the feet sometimes after that posture. Then bringing the feet gently down onto your mat. And nice and slowly lengthening one leg at a time down onto your mat. Taking the legs quite wide apart, so bring the feet to the bottom corners of the mat. Have a little wiggle through the lower body. Let the legs become heavy. Letting the shoulder blades relax into the mat. Slowing the breath. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Finding that stillness. Finding that steadiness to the breath. And allowing yourself just to enjoy the last couple of minutes of our practice today. So just nice and slowly, bringing some gentle movement back to the body. Taking the arms above the head, taking a nice full body stretch, reaching through the fingers, reaching through the toes. Bringing the knees into the chest as you exhale and give yourself that cuddle or that self-massage on the lower back. And then when you're ready and there is no rush, just bringing yourself back up to your seated position. Keeping the eyes closed, your awareness inwards, connecting those sit bones to the floor, rolling the shoulders backwards, lifting the crown of the head to the sky. Taking those lovely deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose, filling the belly with air. Bringing the hands to heart center. Blinking the eyes open, come back into your space. Good job, well done. Namaste.